This is the first time I've ever been accused of cheating in a Pokemon card game in my entire life. We're on the way now to the convention center after a absolutely treacherous, eventful time coming down here in San Antonio. I'll spare you guys the details for this vlog, but if you want to see the full story time of how all this vlog went down behind the scenes, check out the recap video, I guess. Super excited to be playing today, and my deck selection choice might actually shock some of you guys, but I'll let you guys know that a bit later. I actually have a lot of history in San Antonio. My best friend I met through YouTube used to live here, so I've been to San Antonio countless amount of times. I was even in a music video singing about San Antonio. So yeah, it's nice to be back here. It's nice and warm here too. I will show you guys all the cool swag we got from the swag bag. This right here is the promo card. We have a Professor Turo's scenario card. Pretty cool. And in terms of the playmat, we have a Roaring Moon playmat here too. Dark Miraidon represents. Now, if you guys don't know, I'm actually now on Team Comfy Hobbies. I announced on Instagram and Twitter and stuff, but I'm signed to a team now. It's my first event as a team player. That sounds kind of funny. So I want to give a huge shout out to the friends over at Comfy Hobbies. If you guys want to check them out, I'll leave them linked in the description down below. And yeah, I'm just super excited to be playing under them. I got the hoodie, of course, too. I don't think I'll be able to wear it on stream though, because I don't think we got it approved in time. So I'll end up getting a Pokemon Play shirt if we go on stream, which, you know, I'm really hoping to get like a Redemption Arc stream today. Also, I actually have a plushie because a lot of people like to bring plushies to the stage and put them on the table. So I got this right here.
Hello.
My Shibuya Pikachu plushie, which I picked up in Japan last year. So if you guys want to see some Japan Pokemon vlog content, you guys already know what to do. Just check it out on the channel. I'll have the playlist link down below. It is getting really hot. I don't think they have any, no air conditioning at all today. So this hoodie I might have to take off at some point, but on the bright side, I do have some other ways I can represent Team Comfy. I have a playmat here too, and I also have some V-Star marker goodness as well. So I'm gonna get settled in. And one last thing, look at this. These chairs are so premium compared to Toronto. Oh my gosh, I'm in love with these chairs. I never thought I'd ever say that. Round number one just wrapped up, and we played against a player named Jacob, I believe, playing this strange Cosmog deck. It's or Cosmo Lunala, that's the one, Lunala, from Celebrations. A deck I never thought I would see ever played at a regional, a high tier event, and it was a spicy deck. So basically the premise of the deck, since I know a lot of you guys probably don't know what it does, is it's a spread deck. So it's all about filling your opponent's board with a bunch of damage counters, and then you close out the game with a big board wipe attack with Lunala. So the Lunala attack multiplies all the damage counters on the board by 2, and that is a scary deck to play, especially in a regional, when you have to worry about things like time constraints. And so game number one, I won it, and I won it in pretty quick fashion. They decided to scoop it up after I took half my prize cards, and they just really didn't have a board set up. Game number two went long, a little longer than I'd like it to, and so I ended up scooping. But our last game for game three, we only had about 10 minutes left for game three, and I was scared knowing that this is highly going to be a high chance of a tie, because their deck takes a while to set up, it takes a while to get going. They were also a new player too, so they're not going to be able to speed up their tempo on the last game, and I didn't want to rush them by any means, but their pace of play was honestly pretty solid all throughout the game, so no complaints there. It's not like how I got slow played out of Toronto day two by that got you guys know how I feel about God of War players. But yeah, so we ended up having to tie the Lunala deck in round number one, making our record 0-0-1. They had Spirit Tomb, and that Spirit Tomb was a little scary, man. It was a little scary. I managed to clean it up, but when you knock out a Spirit Tomb, they just clear that right back into the game. Definitely slowed down the tempo. By the very end of the game for match number 3, I was up 3 prizes. They still had 6. I was in a very insanely commanding lead. They had no damage counters on my board either. So I think if we had 5 more minutes of play outside of the overtime, I think I would have won it. But that's how it goes sometimes. You end up tying, and there's just nothing you can do about it. So if I played faster, maybe I make misplays. But also, if you guys know the struggle that it was to get here, my brain is just like, my brain is kind of fried after all those adventures. Also, after round 1, to help ease the pain of that tie, I had an awesome subscriber, Daniel. Shout out to him. Came up to me and he blessed you, boy. He blessed me with this goodie bag right here. This goodie bag contains a ton of snacks and drinks and stuff to help maintain my energy levels and my morale throughout the day. So thank you, Daniel. I really, really appreciate it. And he told me I can't cope out, I can't talk about being hungry and stuff for this tournament because there's no excuses. So thank you, Daniel. And yeah, I'm just munching down. There's like iced coffee in here too and chips. So yeah, I think the next round's about to start. Let's go see how things go. Round number 2 is about to start off, and we're going to be playing against the homie Patrick right here. Patrick, good luck. Good luck, man. Before I give you guys the tournament recap for round number 2, we got a subscriber to interview. You know the deal. So let's check in with the homie Adrian.
My name's Adrian. I go by Basketball93 on my socials, and today I'm playing Maridon.
Maridon. How'd you end up picking your deck for today's regional tournament?
Cause you, bro.
Me?
Yeah, you was cooking. I was like, dude, this deck seems so like it's not easy, right?
Yeah.
But like consistent, fun, fast. I was like, girl, I gotta go with the Dawn, bro.
Yeah, and you actually hit me up before the tournament. You were DMing me for some last minute deck decision ideas. So what card did you have in your deck that you took out today? And then tell me, I guess about your last matchup and how that worked out for you too.
Yeah. So I hit him up, dude, before the tournament. I was like, should I play Spiritomb or not? Because he's gonna know, right?
Yeah.
I was afraid there's gonna be a lot of Mews over here. And he didn't respond, bro. So I took Spiritomb out, put a second Iron Hands in, and lost the first game. But the second game, I went against Mew. I was worried about it, dude. Lost round 1. I didn't go good bricked. Round 2, able to fight back with the Raichu, so I got that one. And then round 2, it was got 3 off the big boy Mew. Yeah. And then he was gonna knock me out, dude. But he had the DTE on there, so instead of hitting for the 200, he hit me for 190. I was able to swing back, get the win, bro.
Nice.
I was so happy.
Let's go. Congrats on that dub, bro. What was your second choice? Did you have like another deck in mind, or did you know you were playing Maridon going in, and it was just about like ironing out your list?
Yeah, that was what it is, bro. I'm a scrub, bro, so I gotta stick to one thing.
Is this your first regional or what?
It is, bro.
Your first regional.
It's the first regional.
Do you have any like goals for today? Anything in particular you want to get done?
I'm unrealistic. I'm trying to win the whole thing, bro.
Yes, sir.
No, I'm just having a good time, and my wife won, bro, so I was lit too, dude.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
so you get to play test with your wife.
Yeah,
that
bro.
is goals right there for a lot of Pokemon trainers out there.
She's playing Tinglu.
Tinglu.
So she hit him right on first round.
Yeah.
Won because she priced against me. So we're hoping she hits some more weakness, bro.
That's awesome. Yeah, well, good luck for the rest of the tournament, man.
Hey,
love
man.
to see it. Good stuff.
Appreciate you, man.
Round number 3 is about to begin, but we have another quick little interview with a subscriber I bumped into. He came up to me and I saw his jersey. His jersey looks sick, so you guys got to check out his jersey. But his name is Josh, and he's also, I believe, a fellow Maridon player. I'm not too sure. What deck are you playing today, Josh?
Today I fell over to the Charizard EX sides of things. I felt Mew was going to be popular today, and the type advantage seemed the right call.
What kind of version of Charizard are you playing?
I am playing the Pidgeot Arvanzard. Okay. No Radiant Zard.
No Radiant Zard.
No Radiant Zard. So far 2-0. First match, Iron Valiant Entei was able to squeeze the win on that after turn 1 donk.
Nice, nice.
Game 2 was Gardevoir, and game brick 1. Game number 2, I just had the bosses at the right time.
That's what matters. That's what matters. And you told me this was your second regional today. First one was Orlando. Do you have any goals for today's regional?
My main goal is to make day 2. If we're talking any goal, we want top 100.
Top 100,
Top 100
okay.
would be nice. Seeing the deck list up on day 2 board, that'd be nice too.
Good luck in the rest of the tournament, man.
Yes, sir. You too.
Round number 2 just wrapped up, and we played against Patrick. And Patrick was playing a deck that I was kind of hoping I would play against at some points of today's tournament, and that is Rapid Strike, Urshifu, or just Rapid Strike Toolbox. Now, this deck is a decent matchup for me unless they put in the Spiritomb. And Spiritomb is a evil, diabolical card, just like how Mew is an evil, diabolical deck. And Spiritomb, if you don't know, shuts down my draw engine, my deck. The main way I can combat Spiritombs is by having double Mew set up, double Mew VMAXs, so I can just keep cloning the attacks back and forth. and cook them and eventually boss the Spiritomb. Game number 1, I made a huge misplay because I got to see their hand turn 1. Yeah, they didn't show me their hand by accident. I have grabbers in my deck. You get the hand knowledge, so you can figure out how you want to pilot your turn. And I didn't get the greatest setup. I believe I started even Luxray too, which is brutal. Both games I started the Luxray in my hand, so not what you want to see. I should have grabbed a Path to the Peak because they just had one VIP in their hand, and their VIP got them. Can you guess? Can you guess what they got off VIP? They got a Spiritomb and they got a Squawkabilly EX, and they did start Rapid Strike Inteleon V. I should have grabbed Path so they couldn't play the game, and they got to play the game. Patrick absolutely popped off both games. Unfortunate draws. I didn't get a crazy big setup for either games and had to use Seal Stone both turn 1 for both games, which you really don't want to do. Ideally, you can save your Seal Stone for later, but you know, you can't always get what you want in life, and in this case, it was a brutal beating. And honestly, even if he didn't have Spiritomb, the way Patrick was drawing, the way he was getting his cards was insane. He was getting everything he needed. We are now going into round number 3 with 0 wins, 1 loss, 1 tie. Not the start I wanted to see at all. But on the bright side, even though we are taking some of these L's, seeing a lot of you subscribers out here is really helping my mood, helping my morale, my momentum. And yeah, thinking about it now, I should have played Miraidon. Game number 1, I would have easily won if I was playing Miraidon, and that's a matchup that I'm guaranteed to have. I'm gonna be playing against that player with that deck. I miss Miraidon. I shouldn't have cheated. I shouldn't have cheated on Miraidon. This was my bad. All right, round 3 is coming up. I'm gonna get some sustenance, and it also turns out we have a lunch break today. That's pretty rare. I think the last time I was at an event that had a lunch break was Vancouver Regionals. So if you guys are new to the channel, welcome. First of all, if this is your first vlog you're ever watching, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for giving your boy a chance. Thanks for hanging out with me. I do a lot of competitive Pokemon vlogs. I have a tournament vlog playlist, so if you want to see more content like this, link down below. I was gonna say link in bio. Link down below. Round number 3 just wrapped up, and we played against Roy, which I think he was using one of the most creative cool decks I'm gonna see today. I think it's even cooler than the Lunala. He was playing Arceus V-Star with Greedent VMAX and Skeledirge EX. This is a deck I didn't even know existed, and I was in for a whirl for this game. So for game number 1, it was like the ultimate start of my life you could ask for a Mew VMAX. I started 2 VIP pass and a nest ball and energies and tools. So I just flooded the entire board with everything. It was just beautiful. Chef's kiss. Pierre Magnifique? I don't know. Omelette du fromage for my Dexter's Laboratory fans out there. Game 1 was very decisive. I just ran away with it. 2-2-2. That's how we do. Every single time we saw an Arceus, boop, get out of here. Game number 2 though, they got to go first. They really got the setup because in the previous game, I even grabbered away their Bidoof to the bottom, so they never got to get their Bidoof set up to evolve into the barrel. Game 2, they got set up. They got the Arceus, they got, I believe, another a Greedent, and then they had a Bidoof on the bench. And game 2 took a while. I think game 1 was like 10, 12 minutes. Game 2 pretty much lasted like 30 minutes or so. I think my biggest regret in this matchup was not scooping. He had to draw an out, and essentially he did take 4 prize cards by knocking out a Genesect V by using Max Gimme Gimme or whatever with Greedent V Max. By the end of the game, he basically needed like a boss for like a couple of turns or like a rope or something, and he finally drew into it. He got the rope. He roped in basically whatever he needed because he could swing for knockout and take game. So we are now tied 1-1 in the series. Round 3, we have 5 minutes left for round 3. And I was stressed because like I know my deck can definitely pop off. When I mean pop off, I mean like pop off and just like win really quickly. Their deck takes a little more time to set up. So for game number 3, on my first turn, I had to kind of like throw away pretty much a lot of cards in my hand just so I could start really playing the game. And by the end of it, I had like a full board set up. This game was so one-sided, so lopsided. I basically, on my turn 2, I bossed up their Arceus V because I used Seal Stone to grab boss. And then the next turn, I got into the rope that I needed to knock out the next Arceus. So now I am up 2 prizes. They're still at 6. And then time was called at some point, and because of that, when time was called, I only had 1 more attack left for game. So on their second last turn of play, so turn 1 in the 0, 1, 2, 3, that's how overtime works, they were able to use Raihan. Raihan attached an energy to the Radiant Charizard, and they grabbed Nest Ball. And the second he grabbed Nest Ball, I knew that he was going to make it a tie. He was forcing a tie because I ran out of attacks. I can't attack anymore. So even though I have 4 prize cards taken, they have nothing. They have like literally nothing on the board. No Arceuses, no Greedents, no threats at all. It was so sad. A part of me died on the inside, honestly. So on that turn 1, I knew that I had tied this game no matter what, because it's impossible for me to take a 2-prizer if there's no 2-prizer on the field. I don't have Echoing Horn in the deck today. My last turn of attacking, I could either attack Radiant Charizard or I can attack Bidoof. To add insult to injury, I drew the cards I could for my turn. I even hit the rope, so I killed the Charizard on the bench. End of the game, I have 1 prize card left. They still have all 6, and it's a tie. I wish I scooped game 2 quicker, because game 2 went for a while, and I was just playing to all my outs because I was forcing him to show me the boss or rope. That's my downfall. I guess I don't have enough practice with Mew in a 2 out of 3 setting to know that honestly, I'm upset with myself. This could have been an easy win for the last game, but it wasn't. Record now is 0 wins, 1 loss, 2 ties. I forget what it is right now, but to make it for day 2, you have to have 19 match points. I now have 2 match points. In order for me to qualify for day 2, I have to win literally all of these next 6 games coming up. So this is gonna be a crazy run. Not only do I have to not tie, I have to win every single game. Here we go, I gotta get some fresh air, man. After that game, oh, I'm so sad we lost. We didn't lose. I'm so sad we tied that, bro. I'm so sad we tied that. And this tournament is heating up. I had to take off my Comfy Hobbies hoodie real quick. But before I show you guys the prize wall, I gotta talk to you guys about today's sponsor for the video, my team, Comfy Hobbies. I was just signed to them the other day. Really proud to be representing them for the tournament. And if you guys want to compete at their local Pokemon card tournaments, they run a free weekly tournament on Tuesday and also on Saturday. And in fact, while this regional was going down, they ran a massive free Pokemon card tournament with a lot of pricing. I'll have it on screen. Like, they are so generous with their pricing. Check out comfyhobbies.com. Buy some Pokemon cards from them this holiday season. And yeah, the prices are great. The store is also really huge. So when it's actually, you call it Comfy Hobbies, it's an actual comfy atmosphere. And yeah, I love Comfy Hobbies. So drop them a follow on Instagram. And if you guys want to see what other players they sign throughout this season who's going to be rocking with me for this team, then make sure you follow them on Twitter. We're actually going to be giving away some product. We're giving away 3 Elite Trainer boxes. So you're going to want to follow Comfy Hobbies on Twitter and on Instagram. And yeah, with that said, let's go check out the prize wall and see what they have there. Round number 4 is about to begin. We have a couple of minutes to kill, so we have a quick interview with a subscriber. We got Javier, so let's check in with him. Javier, so what deck are you playing today, man?
Mew with double turbo.
Double turbo Mew, and what's your weapon of choice? Are you Team Hammers or Team Grabber?
Team Grabbers.
Team Grabber, hey, let's go.
Right now we're 1 and 2, so not looking too great right now.
You gotta bounce back. What landed you on this deck for today?
It was either this or Rapid Strike box. I played side events yesterday for day 0.
Yeah.
And I was able to play Rapid Strike, and I was able to win the side event. I have some points here to spend.
Nice.
But I originally came into this thinking Miraidon.
Yep.
And then my generators weren't hitting before. So I'm switching.
Is this your first regional or what?
First regional, first time here.
First time. Do you have any goals for today for your first regional?
Try to get a couple more dubs. If day 2 is possible, I'll celebrate. But at the end of the day, I still have the Sunday tournament for the side event.
Oh yeah, the cup as well too, right? Javier, good luck in the rest of the tournament, man. Good luck. I'll give you guys the round 4 recap in just a second, but we have a quick little interview with the homie subscriber, Hector. So let's check in with him. Hector, how's your tournament run so far?
It's been tough, bro. It's been tough running Miraidon today, so it's been a little rough. off, generator's not cooking, but you know, it is what it is. Keep having fun, you know, keep training up for the crew. The crew keeps doing good. So
how many people do you come with?
About 6, 7, bro.
Oh, you got that's a whole army
right
there.
Crew,
that's awesome.
Bro. Yeah.
Do you think you're still gonna run Miraidon after these painful generators?
I gotta trust Miraidon, bro. You gotta trust it. Sometimes it's gonna cook, sometimes it doesn't. That's why I'm here with it, and I just gotta keep rolling with it, bro.
I wish I was playing Miraidon today after everything that went down today.
It hurts me when I saw you weren't playing it, bro. But you know, you gotta play Mew sometime.
Good luck in the rest of the rounds, man.
Appreciate
Keep, try and bounce back. You got this.
You got this.
You got this. Quick round 4 recap because lunch is upon us, and I'm sure the lines at some of these places could be a little longer. So round 4, we played against a Lost Box Roaring Moon deck with Iron Hands. Some people would call it the Lost Tord Pile or Lost Pile for a lack of a better name. And it is a scary kind of matchup as well because unlike Roaring Moon, which is kind of easier to play against because you see them slowly set up the Roaring Moons, or not so slowly, but you see the threats, they're there. In the Lost Box matchup, it's just like, hello, Nest Ball for Roaring Moon, or just pop it up, and then Mirage Gate, and it's swinging. So game 1 was a tight game 1, but they ended up taking it. Game 2, I kind of hit the nuts. I had a really nice setup turn 1, and to make matters even better for myself, they started a singular Roaring Moon EX, which is beautiful. Round 3, it came down to the wire. It was really close. We tied it up. Friendly player too, so good games to them. And honestly, all the enemies, all my competitors have been really friendly all day. So I appreciate them. Thank you for not slow playing. Thank you for being just great competition in general. All right, I'm gonna go grab some food, and also Hector just gifted me some really cool ability use markers, so I can't wait to use them because I'm never playing Mew again. I'm switching back to Miraidon forever. They look so sick. Thank you again, Hector. I really appreciate it. All the way from New Mexico, and yeah. We're gonna go grab some lunch, and I'll catch you guys for round number 5. Let's push through and try and get some championship points on the board here in San Antonio. I should have played Miraidon, bro. Before we get to the next round of the tournament, this is a flash forward, you could say, to day 2. We have a quick interview with the homie Matt LDF, who I didn't get to see day 1 for an interview. So
yeah, I ended up playing what you played. I played Fusion Mew, not DT Mew, but we both played Mew. I thought it was an okay call this weekend. There was a lot of Charizard, 18% of the day 1 meta. I ended up hitting 2 Zards at the very end of the tournament in my last 2 rounds, and I actually beat them. And here's how. So Fusion Mew does its thing. It's very consistent. It's very fast, has donk potential, and you get Fusion Energy, which helps against Spiritomb. And I did win a game against Giratina with the Spiritomb because I was able to put the Fusion Energy on my Genesect. But I did play a Technical Machine Devolution in the deck.
Spicy.
Yeah, it's a tech for Zard. And my last 2 rounds were both against Charizard, and I won both of them because I was able to win 1 game. And then when we went to either game 2 or 3, I can hide the TM Devo, and then they didn't see it coming, so I made them take 5 prizes. They go Knockout Mew V, Knockout Mew V Max, they go down to 1 prize. I go Iono, Path, Techno Machine Evolution, and it won me both games because of it. So I've been testing a lot of Mew the past few weeks, and I thought the deck was cool, and I thought it was a good call for the tourney, because like it's just one of the most consistent decks in the room. I was considering playing Palkia V-Star to the tournament, which I thought was a good call. I was going to play a 1/1 Vulpix so that I can tech for the Charizard matchup. Shout out to Matthew Farkas. I think he played against him one of the cups, actually. So I was going to do that, but I didn't want to swap off Mew because I've been on it for like 3 weeks now, and I didn't want to like last minute just swap decks when I'm already like good with Mew, you know what I mean? So I was like, I'm just gonna go with what I know best, right? That was the thought process. You can find me on my main YouTube channel, Little Dark Fury. We're, tonight I'm recording this, literally 5 subs off of 53K. Probably already there, maybe by the time this gets uploaded. And then you can check out my second channel, LDF PTCG. We are trying to get 10,000 subs in the channel before the end of the year. We're at 9,660 subs, so we're like less than 400 subs off of 10K. We want to get that big 10K milestone by January 1st, 2024, and that's the main plug there.
It's definitely going to happen. The SneakerTalk family is going to subscribe to you, and make sure you guys check out his channel.
Thank you.
Catch you around.
Appreciate it.
Just when I thought things couldn't get worse, I chose what I thought was the safest possible option in the food court, which was a lineup that looked pretty small, the smallest lineup in the food court, with items that are relatively quick and easy to prepare, hot dogs and hamburgers. I ordered a singular hot dog, and I was waiting in line for 22 minutes and still no hot dog. We have 3 more minutes until the next round starts. So your boy is kind of like on a time crunch. Thank God Daniel came through and blessed me with these snacks. I appreciate these snacks even more, like 10 times even more now. But yeah, the fact that I waited for 20 minutes and got no hot dog is really, really rough. I told him, I'm like, yo, I'm on a time crunch, I gotta go. So he's like, okay, I understand, sorry about the situation. Took a photo of my receipt and stuff, and I'll go back to the food court, hopefully in an hour or so, if there's time, and grab the hot dog. Yeah, round 5's coming up. Round number 5 just wrapped up, I believe. I'll have the exact number on screen right now. My brain is turning to mush ever so slightly. Yeah, round 5, we played against Sablezard, and it was a very close game, but we'll have to get to the recap in just a second, because as you can tell, everybody's running in because pairings for round 6 just went up. Whew, all right, non-stop Pokemon, baby. Let's go. Round number 6 just wrapped up, so a quick recap of round number 5 and round number 6. For round number 5, we played against Sablezard, and this matchup was a little sus. It was closer than I'd like it to have been. Game 1 went for quite some time. I think it was like a 30-minute game 1. It was down to the wire, and they ended up clutching it out with the W. Game number 2, we ended up going to full time and into overtime and full turns. And on my very last turn of the game, I pretty much had decked myself out, so I had no cards left on my final turn. And on their previous turn, they attacked with a Radiant Charizard. And because you can't attack twice back to back with Radiant Charizard unless it leaves the active, what I did the previous turn or on my last turn was huge. They were farming my path to the peaks pretty much all game, or I was discarding them. And I knew I needed to have something to like slow them down at the end of the game. So he pretty much had exhausted all their beach courts that they had, and what I had to do was make sure I saved myself one lost vacuum for the very end of the game so they couldn't do a sneaky little switcheroo game plan. And that is exactly what got me the W in the final game, because I won the first game, and then the second game ends up being a tie because we're out of time. And yeah, I played to my outs and got the W, making our record there. Well, that was my first win of the day, I think. So very, 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 very happy about that. Our first full proper win. And then round number 6, we played against a Golden Go EX. Golden Go EX, a deck I have not seen at all in a while. Actually, well, I played it recently kind of at a cup. Their deck wasn't the one I was expecting, which had like the evolutions and stuff inside of it. It was more of a straightforward Golden Go deck, which also had the Scyther and the Scissors in there too. You had Pokestops in there, a lot of workers. So my path to the peaks honestly didn't really matter, but my grabbers definitely came clutch. Game number 1, I won it in pretty convincing fashion. I was just farming all throughout the match. I was playing pretty much perfectly. And my turn 1-2 was also nuts. I think I started VIP and a Nest Ball, and then I just pretty much flooded my board. Game 2, I also had a really, really strong start, and they chose to go second on that game. And on this game in particular, I had the worst Pokestops ever. I was bricking at the start of the game, so I just had like one Genesect, one Mew. I couldn't Fusion Strike because my hand was clogged up, and I had to keep using their Pokestops like I did in round 1. But this time around, the Pokestops in total milled 3. They milled 3 double turbo energies. So one Pokestop got rid of 2, and then I Pokestopped again on the next turn because I was just desperate to start playing the game and get things going. And so on the second Pokestop, I milled my 3rd DTE, which meant I had 1 DTE left in deck, and I was like, there's no way I'm gonna win this. I don't want to play it out and then he wins and then we tie. So I scooped the second I saw the 3rd DTE. 19 minutes left for the final game of the match, and I absolutely popped off. I chose to go first. I got to use my grabbers as well to throw their really cool Gimmighoul's to the bottom of their deck, and I pretty much had game from the start. It was nasty. They would bench a Gimmighoul, I would rope it up and knock it out. They would drop some more Gimmighoul's, that would just boss it up, and then boss it up, and just keep farming the small little Gimmighoul's so they could never evolve into the Golden Goes. So very, very happy with how that game goes. So we're on back-to-back wins. Feeling good, the momentum is swinging my way. We have, I believe, 3 more rounds left to go. So if all goes according to plan, I should be able to get some championship points if I just perform at least pretty decently well. I mean, 2,000 players here, so I think top 512 will get points no matter what. Having fun I'm having more fun when I'm winning. Let's be serious. I think we all do have more fun when we're winning. But it just sucks knowing that, I tweeted this out earlier, it's more painful tying games that you know you were gonna win than it is just losing games straight up. So I'd rather just like brick than have a tied game that was winnable be a loss. So we're gonna keep playing, and I'll definitely be playing in the cup tomorrow. I'm done with Mew though. I'm not gonna be touching Mew VMAX. I'm done with the deck. Switching back to Miraidon. I have my Miraidon cards here, I believe, so we should be able to properly play Pokemon the way you should be with Tandem Unit. Round number 6 is done, and we got super lucky. We ended up getting a no-show EX, so I am pumped. Now we got 32 minutes to kill, so I'm gonna go back to the mall beside the venue and try and get that hot dog I waited 20 minutes for and didn't get, so I can have a little bit of dinner right now. So there's a couple more minutes left until this round is complete, and that means we have 2 more rounds left to go. I am just really grateful. I just want to take this moment to thank you guys for watching all these like Pokemon vlogs. It really means a lot to me. It's so much fun to be able to compete, but also like document the journey. I asked a lot of you guys today what kind of videos you guys want to see more of on the channel, and literally like everyone's like more tournament vlogs. So a lot more to come. So if you guys are new to the channel, consider subscribing. I really appreciate it. And yeah, we got 2 more rounds left to go. We now have 12 match points under our belt. So our goal is to hit 18. 2 more wins would mean we hit 18, and that could get us either 30 to 20 championship points, and we're already halfway to the World Championship invite. So hopefully we can win out these last 2, and I'll happily take 2 no-shows as well. That'd be kind of cool too. But yeah, round number 8 is coming up. So yeah, we'll see what goes down. Round number 8 just wrapped up, and we had a very poetic matchup. We played against, you guessed it, Miraidon EX, and they were playing the turbo version. I had my first actual real brick all day game 1 for that matchup. I've had like rough starts in some of the games, but I was able to bounce back. This game 1, it was rough. It was just like, I didn't even do anything. It was draw, pass.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
Pain, just absolute pain. They cooked me game 1, and then game 2, honestly, I got cooked again. It was bad. It feels so bad losing to the deck I wanted to play. I should have played it, but, oh, well, not the turbo version, the standard version, but man, it just feels, pain. And it's supposed to be like a pretty great matchup for Mew DTE. Yeah. So we have 1 more round left to go. The most we can get is 15 match points in total. It's not the performance I wanted to have today. Hopefully we can bounce back for the cup. So if you guys want to see how day 2 of this regional vlog goes, make sure you stay tuned for that. But yeah, also bumped into a subscriber after the match as well. The same one we bumped into after Pittsburgh, after qualifying for day 2. So shout out to them. I almost forgot where I met them, but I remembered. And I also remembered his outfit and everything, because that was a key point of our interview. I remember it. 1 more round left to go. Mew just was not cooperating for me. I do not want to play Mew ever again after today. Ever. So yeah, 1 more round left to go. Gonna try and refresh mentally. Time was called on the round, so probably gonna get playing in about 5 or 10 minutes. So 1 more round left. Wish me luck. So round 9 just wrapped up, and after some drama that happened in between rounds, which left your boy crying like a little baby. I'm so sensitive sometimes, but yeah, a few people saw me. LDF, I'm good. But yeah, some drama went down. I don't think it's my place to talk about it necessarily in this vlog. I don't want to air out anything, and yeah, it's just not needed. But yeah, I went into this next round like pretty emotionally charged and visibly like upset, and round number 9, we played against a Rapid Strike deck with the Urshifus and the Inteleons, and of course, you guessed it, Spiritomb. Not what you want to see. And before the game even started, as we're shuffling, this is crazy to me. This is the first time I've ever been accused of cheating in a Pokemon card game in my entire life. I was so freaking heated, and just to have, I was already emotionally charged up after what had happened. Oh my god, man. I've never been accused of cheating in my entire life at anything, in Pokemon cards particularly too, but like, so the way I shuffle like a normal mass shuffle all the time. I've had no issues with my shuffling for the 3 years I've been playing the game. And in particularly too, in this instance, I shuffled my opponent's deck in a way where I really intentionally tried to not look at any cards. Like, I made extra effort to not be able to see their cards. And they went out of their way and accused me of looking at their deck, like, as I'm shuffling it, which is, this is a family-friendly channel. I'm gonna keep it family-friendly, but your boy was very, very, very angry. Oh man, I was so angry. Woo. And coming off that, like you could say, just being emotionally charged, that, oh my goodness. We kept it friendly, we kept it civil. The inner Canadian in me tried to reset the tone, so to speak, and be friendly and just do some small talk and stuff like that. If he never accused me of cheating, I don't think I'd ever have an issue with this player in my entire life. I don't know if this player has accused other people of cheating just because of the way they shuffle, which, it's so crazy. I literally shuffled in a way where you can clearly tell I'm not like looking at the deck. Like I was telling you guys back in Pittsburgh, when the Mew player would shuffle open hand so he could always see his deck. And I would always have to take his deck and do full shuffles, and then we ended up tying because we spent half the game shuffling his decks and stuff. Nothing against the homie I played against, but yeah, it was just that really. All right. Where were we? Tournament recap. Round 9 recap. Let's get to that. So, I'm in such a bad mood now. So I lost both games. Spiritomb, oh my gosh, Spiritomb is the devil. You kill the devil, comes right back with Clara. Yeah, just not the right, didn't work out for me. We got 2-0'd by Rapid Strike with Spiritomb. Final record, give me a sec, holy.